Hey guys, Starguard here. Recently I've been posting a lot of my own custom figures made out of Bionicle, or mocks, to my pages. While I don't plan on making how-to videos for specific characters, I would love to make videos detailing parts of my process for making these creations. Starting off, I'm going to show the basic frame I use for most of my figures. Now, each figure is different, and therefore changes are made in suit, but this should give a good idea of the similar frame and parts that I use to build each figure. Alright, with that out of the way, to build this you'll need these basic parts, which can be substituted in such. Specifically, the core of the torso can be built using this part, but due to it being a Generation 1 Bionicle part, not in every set and potentially more fragile, I opt to use these hand connector parts. By cutting the top axle hole on these two parts as such, I can glue them together, along with the addition of two other hand connectors, which will be used to attach the arms. Now, I play with this a bit, typically hot gluing several times, making sure the connection is stable, but also connected correctly and, not wonky or off balance, as it would be a pain to reglue this after finishing the entire model. I also occasionally super glue on top of hot glue to create a better, stronger connection, but often I don't because I am lazy and super glue gets all over my hands. Now, for the big part, the cutting of the CCBS torso. So this is 1000% optional, because I am just using this part for its balls. Wait a minute. See, by cutting the torso in this fashion, you can use the pre-existing ball joints instead of Technic ones. This saves me the need of buying a ton of ball joint parts, saving those for other connections. Again, I try to use what I have. I have a ton of these wide, small CCBS torsos, which frankly I don't use because I feel like the shoulders are a little too long, and so I just cut them and I use them on my own custom torsos, and if I do need to use the CCBS torso, I typically use the smaller ones. Then I attach the CCBS shoulders to the main torso, and the lower half to a smaller CCBS arm. Tires can be added, both filling out the frame while also adding needed friction, if necessary. Another part is the gray friction adder, which I sometimes use depending on the height I want for the model. You can also widen the shoulders, such as with these two frames. Sometimes I even use a different lower torso, specifically a Vaki torso. This allows varied proportions while keeping the same articulation, but again, it all just depends on the figure and what I'm going for, and sometimes I just switch things out when necessary. And there it is, the basic frame for one of my models is done. This torso has torso articulation, shoulder articulation, and a double ball joint in the neck, allowing for, double neck articulation. This allows for a lot of varied poses and really helps me whenever animating or just posing figures in general. I really do like putting as much articulation as possible, especially for characters that will be, appearing a lot, as you don't necessarily know what you're going to need them to do depending on the video or the pose or what have you. I hope this gave you an insight into how I make my figures and hopefully gave you ideas for your own. I'm planning on making more tutorials, but don't have any specific ideas, so if you have any questions about a specific part of my process, leave it in the comments below. If you use this frame or just wanted to show your own creations, tag me on my social media pages, @Starguard Studios. Thank you all for watching and supporting all my pages. Seriously, liking, commenting, subscribing, everything that y'all have been doing has been absolutely blowing me away. I'm so glad that y'all have enjoyed these figures as much as I have. I hope to have more stuff out for y'all soon, and yeah. That's about it. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!